for them to join, or did you do?
I kicked it out because I
Ah,
thought we didn't need it. But
okay.
if you want to try to bring it in, I don't know why you'd need it, but it's
I
okay.
just for the sake of it, I think. For
Do you
just in
often,
case.
just in case, sure. So I have mine, and I'll just stop recording. So I'll hit resume. Sometimes it takes a few no times. All right, so Ula, thank you so much for joining us. We just had kind of a magical, I'll call it, sacred spiral wintering, and I so appreciated your presence in it. You were invited and very much welcome. But if I were to say and ask you, like, why did you say yes to this? What would you tell me?
I said yes to this, because I trust you as the incredible coach and green goddess and woman who understands women, who understands our energy, who's been doing this incredible work personally and for the service of others. So that's one side. It was because of you. And the other side, it was because of what you said and how you made me feel. It was you encouraged me to bring in the menstrual cycle awareness work that I've been zooming in, and the whole thing of syncing my or scheduling my energy, uh, my business flow, my business, yeah, according to my menstrual cycle flow of energy. And that felt, uh, yeah, it felt very validating and hugely not only validating but building me up, because the encouragement that came from you was like, wow, this stuff is very, really valuable and it matters, and not many people are doing it. So this is something relatively new. And so not only I can bring this into for my benefit, but also by sharing me living it
Mm.
and embracing it, I can benefit others. And that was really interesting because most of the women in the group were older than me, and yet they still benefited from it. And when I say older, I mean probably past menstrual cycle tracking days.
That's right. And you were
Yeah.
absolutely right because I've been doing these beautiful interviews and you have impacted people in ways that you may not even understand. So that's beautiful. So that's what you've been able to give and be validated, and that's beautiful. Now let's turn it to you. So if you were to say, hey, I received something from this too, and maybe if you pick the top, say, three items, whatever comes to you first, what were your top takeaways, if you will? Top three?
Mhm. Yeah, this not only acceptance but celebration of wintering, of stepping away from the chaos, from the grind, not in a I have to hide away way, but in a way that I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do and it's an empowered thing to do.
Mm.
So that was the main thing. So the ongoing celebration, the ongoing acknowledgement, and
Mhm.
uh, hugely powerful and beneficial. The other thing was the realization I had that I shared at the final session was that out of this came out my most, um my new program, and 6 people are on the program, and I'm not feeling exhausted from the enrollment process. Creation for me is always fun. I love creating these things, but then I get exhausted by what has to happen to bring people on. And this time I didn't. And it felt very empowered, yeah, to be stepping away from things when I felt the need to. Yeah.
Huge, huge. Yeah,
Mm.
that's big, a big takeaway. So generally wintering, like, just practicing and really honoring it and then bringing it into something that would take away your energy. That's
Yeah.
and that's really important. We must,
Yeah.
as practitioners, coaches, we have to enroll people or we don't have a
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
beautiful.
so it was like, spring is about, well, in theory, planted the seeds in maybe in the autumn. And, so it was counterintuitive to be thinking that I will be creating and making things happen.
Mhm.
I mean, I didn't think about when I reflect on it now, yet, it happened without forcing it.
Yeah, without forcing it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then,
Beautiful.
of course, what the benefit was being part of the community, being, again, accepted, celebrated, encouraged, seen, heard by other women. And it was really lovely being with other coaches uh, in a non-competitive way, as we women can.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very
Beautiful.
powerful. Yeah.
Love that. I love that. Um, okay. And I know they were all impactful, but if you were to say out of those three, which one do you feel like might most significantly impact your life right now?
Well, right now is the fact that I was able to create the program and enroll
Yeah, the
people
program.
onto it without draining myself out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful. And so as a result of that impact, what will you do? This is a pretty easy one, I think, given the one you picked. What will you do, be or have that is significantly better than before you joined the program?
What will I do?
Do, be, or have.
Be or have that is significantly better as a
Mhm.
result of the program.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the fact that, that it was, yes, it's around this energy, basically. It was a reflection I shared in the group about making sauerkraut. When I said that I wasn't, it took me a whole day to chop up the cabbage, and yet I allowed myself to step away from it when I felt a little bit of resistance
Mm,
and recharge myself with things that I felt drawn towards. So it was procrastination basically, but in a accepting and compassionate way. And I was, yeah, but yeah. So this is what I want to do. This is what I've been carrying with this enrollment process, and just keep having this awareness that if I whenever I don't push beyond that feeling of this is becoming really, really hard, or I'm feeling resistance in my body, it creates a positive memory experience in my nervous system. And then it makes me want to do it again rather than makes me not want to do it again. So I'm not re-traumatizing my, nervous system. So that, yeah, I want to keep doing this, remembering that stepping away, honoring my feeling of ooh, and giving myself safety and comfort and compassion in those moments, it changes everything.
it changes everything.
Yeah.
Wow, right there. Phew. That's a write down about it changes everything because
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
you do anything is how you do everything, and you're rewiring by your experience, and I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so I think the last question is a good question to ask now. So say there's somebody watching this that says, well, geez, I don't know. It sounds so easy, or whatever they may be thinking in the back of their minds. What question do you believe would be beneficial for that individual to ask herself? Is this a yes for me or is this a no for me?
Hmm. Yeah. And yeah, I've been reflecting on this for um in general in life, but also for this program, because yeah, it seems obvious. It seems absolutely obvious the process. We slow down, we go through acceptance, and we're in a community, and in theory, people might be thinking I could do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's in theory no rocket science.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, this is so intuitive and so about connecting to ourselves, connecting to each other, and to this beautiful, it's also about this space that you, Carol, hold in such a powerful and empowering way.
Mm.
Um, that you can't replicate this. You can't do it on your own. It's big part of this program is being guided, being held um, over and over again, and being held accountable. You were so incredible with encouraging us to do the assignments, which I didn't always do, but I was so impressed with you going, I'm not forcing you to do it, but I really encourage you to do it. And yeah, it was just done so beautifully that you can't do it on your own. You have to have Carol helping you.
Right. Well, beautiful. So thank you so much. Is there anything you feel like you'd love to add before we end the recording?
Mm, I'm just really grateful for the invitation. Really grateful also to have been able to be involved in contributing to the group. So not only with my presence and my personal, journey, but you encouraged us, each of us, to bring in our expertise and yeah, the opportunity to share it. For anyone who has something they want to share, any wisdom, any truth they want to share with the world, this is a lovely ground to practice, to feel celebrated, yeah, more confident about it. It was great. Thank you.
Thank you.